What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl, Teacher V. This is the Hot Spot. The Hot Spot. What's poppin', y'all? So for today's episode of the Hot Spot, we're gonna be talking about TV shows. So I know we're all quarantining and we're social distancing, so this is a perfect time to find a new TV show that you love, and I've got you covered. So this is 7 TV shows that you can watch on Hulu and Netflix, and also some of these shows are currently airing. So once you're done binge watching them, you can watch them once a week on your TV. So let's get started. So let's start off with SWAT, starring Shamar Moore. And Shamar Moore actually left the show Criminal Minds, which I'll get to a little later because I love that show too. He left the show for this role, which is perfect for him. He plays this character called Hondo, and he's the protagonist. And as you can guess, it's all about a SWAT team in Los Angeles. And y'all, his show is currently on season 3, so you can watch the first 2 seasons on Netflix. And then you know what? Go ahead and go into CBS, and then you can watch the rest. So this is a really good show if you guys like drama, action, crime, all that good stuff. Alright, next, let's talk about Criminal Minds. Guys, I feel like Criminal Minds was such a big part of my life. 15 seasons, like, woo! I remember watching it in high school, and let me just say, Matthew Gray Gubler, who plays the character Spencer Reed, might be my husband. I feel like we're meant to be. Like, he's the only 40-year-old, y'all, that I would date because I really love him. So this show is just so good because it just dissects different villains and different serial killers. Let me just say, you know, we've had a variety of characters added to the show, removed from the show, but the OG team is Prentice, Rossi, Hotch, Morgan, Garcia, and Reed. That's it. That's it. OG team, the ones I love and miss the most. But I really love the fact that this show dives into these different serial killers and their lives and the reasons behind what they're doing and trying to stop them, and the fact that none of the main characters are safe from these killers. Seasons 1 through 12 are on Netflix, and the only bad part is 13, 14, 15 are not. So you're gonna have to pay for them on Amazon Prime if you really want to watch it, or you can get on Ion on your TV and just search Criminal Minds and just find out when they're gonna show it, because Criminal Minds is always showing on Ion, but just finding those seasons, those later seasons, is the challenge. But when you find it, it is worth it. Guys, I am a sucker for medical shows. Like, when I find a good medical drama to watch, a new one, I'm just like so excited. I don't know why, but I really love medical dramas. So 2 of them that I've really been watching and really been loving are, 1, The Good Doctor and The Resident. So let's start off with The Good Doctor, starring Sean Murphy, played by Freddie Highmore. And he's an autistic surgeon, and you just fall in love with his character because you just see the growth throughout the seasons. It's currently on season 3, and season 1 and 2 are on Hulu, so you can watch that, as well as Hulu season 3. So this show is just so good because it's not like Grey's Anatomy where it's like so much drama and all the relationships are intermingled. It has a smaller cast, which makes it more intimate. I think it's about 6 main characters, and so we dive into their stories as well as the patients, and we just see the growth. It's just like not so much drama, more so on the actual like realness of the show. The Resident, on the other hand, I've been currently binge watching. I just started season 3, and let me say, y'all, it had me hooked in the first scene on the first episode, because it starts off with a patient dying in surgery on the behalf of a surgeon on a mistake that could have been avoided. And it's not just any surgeon, it's the chief of surgery. So it starts you off like, oh my gosh, this is happening. Is he gonna get fired? What's going on? And so it just dives into the complexity of each character. And let me just say, Mina is my favorite character, y'all. I love the fact that it's focusing on like the behind the scenes of the medical industry or the hospital industry. It's talking about the business of it. And it really gets into the shade and the tea and the dirt that we don't really get to see. All right, so next up we have Good Trouble. And so it's a spinoff of The Fosters. If you guys seen The Fosters, super good show that was on ABC Family, or also known as Freeform now. But it follows Mariana and Callie as they dive into adulthood, you know, relationships, careers, friendships, and the messiness of all of it. So that's just basically what I could describe it as, just adulthood. And so you find characters that you love, that you hate, that annoy you, but most of all, you'll find a character that you can relate to in some way. Next up, we have Snowfall. So if you are a person that likes drug cartel type shows, which I'm not really into, but because the show had such amazing reviews, I was like, let me go ahead and watch this. Alright, the first couple episodes, I'm not gonna lie to you, they were a little slow to me. You know, I couldn't really get the hang of it. I was gonna stop watching it, but then a friend of mine was like, no, the show is so good, just keep watching it. So I was like, alright. So I'm so glad that I kept watching, because let me tell you, hooked. The acting is definitely phenomenal. So Snowfall just dissects into the crack epidemic that took over South Central Los Angeles in the 80s, but it tells it through 3 different stories, from a local drug dealer named Franklin, to a CIA operative named Teddy, to a Mexican crime boss's niece named Lucia. So they're all connected into one, and it just shows the impact of the crack epidemic and the money involved and how the culture changes and how it affects people's lives in positive and negative ways. Good, y'all. Good. The acting is crazy good. And let me tell you, Franklin, he's British, but he does a phenomenal LA accent. Lastly, this is a new Hulu original series called Little Fires Everywhere, and it stars Kerry Washington, also Reese Witherspoon. I think the biggest part of the show that makes it so good is the mystery of it. Everybody has like little secrets that they're not telling, and you're like, what are they? When is it gonna come out? The show is based on the novel Little Fires, which spent 48 weeks on the New York Times nonfiction bestseller. So it's currently on its 1st season, and one of the main things that I really love about this show is that it dissects into motherhood and the complexity of it. It's not simple being a mom and just so many things you have to learn and so many things you have to deal with, and also classism, racism. Okay, so those are 7 shows that you guys should be checking out, and tell me guys what you think. Leave some comments below and tell me if you've seen any of the shows or any shows that you recommend for me, because look, I'm always looking for a good show. And I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye!